The relationship with Linde started around 15 years ago. It's evolved over time from being just a supplier of forklifts to a really strong partnership. Fonterra is a New Zealand cooperative owned by our farmers. We ship to 147 countries globally. Fonterra operates 27 distribution centres which are attached to our manufacturing facilities. We also operate 4 distribution centres which are high throughput sites for export. Starfield is one of our newest facilities in New Zealand. The Legendairy is one of our founding sites for Fonterra. In our peak months we ship around 300,000 tonnes, or equivalent of about 160,000 containers a year, which equates to 1 every 3 minutes. We ship a range of products from dried whole milk powders, cheese, butter, cream cheese, UHT, right down to probiotics.
The partnership between Linde and Fonterra for me started in 2018 when we were building the cream cheese factory. Fonterra took on Linde's recommendation to install the AGVs when we built the factory. We're running quite a small staff base, and a lot of our staff spend a lot of their time inside the factory, or what we call over the red line. For us, the red line is a hygiene control zone that separates the processing on the inside of the factory with palletising P&I spaces outside the factory. So crossing the red line here at Starfield can be quite an involved process. There's lots of steps, each of which are critical to achieving the safe food outcome we're after. Getting out into the palletising area to check on the AGVs or put pallets away was going to be a big part of our operators' job, and something we didn't think they needed to do. Fonterra took on Linde's recommendations to install this AGV solution because it offered us a chance to remove a monotonous task from our operators' day-to-day jobs. The stretch the AGVs are driving is quite long, and they've both done 10,000 hours driving over the last 5 years, which is a job our operators haven't had to do. Look, from a plant manager point of view, the AGVs are great. It means I know the product's getting put away. We can forget about that task. We can sit and monitor them from the control room, so I don't have someone by themselves down in the cool store, which is 100 metres away. Fonterra's received great support from Linde over the years. Initially, as with any project, there's commissioning phases to work through, and Linde was here helping get the AGVs running day to day. Since then, Linde's continued to provide good support to keep the AGVs as reliable as they can be. And that really frees the operators up to spend more time optimising our process. We've really been focused on improving our throughput, and the AGVs have been a key part in giving us the operator capacity to do that.
Every 0.5% of error rate reduction made a massive difference to how these guys get through their day. Bruce and I had one of our regular coffee catch-ups. They had some incoming power restrictions, and he was looking for a way to get power to the entire fleet of lithium-ion forklifts and charge them all without running the risk of overloading the switchboard, which was limited.
At Fonterra Legendairy, we had a bit of limitation around the available electrical capacity there. For us to allow full power to charge each charger would have required transformer upgrades, underground cables, and a significant amount of infrastructure work, which would have cost a lot of money. Ellen just happened to mention that there was some new products coming through that we could look at trialling, and turned out to be a perfect fit for the application we had in mind.
I'd done some training on a new system called Linde Connect Charger. It offered a really good solution, and it offered a lot of flexibility for how we could manage the problem.
So the Linde charge management system connects multiple chargers and allocates the right amount of power to the right machine at the right time. This system allows us to work with what we've currently got, install, charge the fleet, get them operational without all that infrastructure costs. One of the unintended benefits that we get with the Linde Connect charge management system is that we're really getting a lot of data through the data logging, and we can really track where we're using that power and fine tune it so the priority machines are getting the right amount of charge at the right time. There's many of the sites which are in the same situation, but what we're seeing so far is really, really positive, and I can see that we're going to be installing quite a few more. The relationship we have with Linde has opened up a lot of opportunity for us. We have very frequent conversations around automation and new technology coming through, particularly around safety. We're definitely exploring a lot of those, working together to see where they fit in our business. It's pretty special that we can share technology that's coming on the scene but not publicly released.
We pride ourselves on being innovators in our industry. From what I've seen and from my dealings with Fonterra, they very much align with that. When we come up with innovation and present it to Fonterra as an option, if it has real value to them, if it can offer them something they've never had before, they'll partner with us and run with it. They were the first company in the region to take up Linde lithium ion. They were the first ones to take up Linde automation AGVs, and they were the first company to take on Linde Connect charge management.
For Fonterra, it's not just safety, but also technology. Operators love the ergonomics of the machines. They're very well built with great reliability. Fonterra own their whole fleet, so total cost of ownership is a real key aspect to selecting the right product for our application. We do try other brands on odd occasions. You need to compare what else is in the market and how they perform and make sure that what you are getting is the best that you can get. And time again, we prove that the Linde brand is top of the bunch. You just get so much more flexibility, more longevity and reliability, and that's what keeps the operation going so smoothly.
Linde are incredibly important to Fonterra. It's a great partnership. They've also supported us in our sustainability journey of wanting to be fully electric by 2030. They've been integral in supporting our automation journey at Fonterra. Now, we've had huge success in the first site that we've done, and we're very much looking forward to rolling it out to other sites. Linde have been awesome for us. We've had a strong relationship for over 15 years. They really partner with us, they evolve with us, something we absolutely see going on into the future. And that automation play that Fonterra are looking for now will be a key part of our partnership going forward.